Hey guys, Brian Crazy. You saw the title of this video, and I am back with a message for a certain man here on YouTube, WrestlingJesusYT. This video goes directly out to you, and yes, I'm uploading this so all my fans and subscribers can see, because I honestly believe in the message that will be contained within this video. Now, me and Wrestling Jesus have had a storied past here on YouTube. We were cool at one point in time. He even supported me. He left me comments. I commented on his videos. And then a rift formed between the two of us, and I have to say that I'm responsible for that rift forming. Now, I've always tried to look at the wrestling business for the positives, and I do highlight the negatives. I have always said that I'd like to see something different happen at multiple points throughout the night. I don't overly bash anything, but I do give what I view to be my realistic, unbiased, looking at it not only as a fan, but as somebody that would be behind the scenes, and give you guys just my take, my opinions, my thoughts, because that's what it's all about. And I don't censor people for leaving their thoughts or their feedback on my wrestling-related videos. I like to hear the difference in opinions. I might not always agree. You guys might not always agree with what I say, but that is just the way things happen. So I got to this point in time where I started getting frustrated with all the negativity that was happening in the YWC. It seemed like every single wrestling shooter was turning negative. It seemed like the whole YWC was going to crumble on itself. So I created this composite character that unfortunately resembled Wrestling Jesus just way too much, and that was my fault. You know, I was making a little rib, a little joke, and it got blown out of proportion. Some of the things I said were inappropriate. I really, kind of crossed the line, and I'm a big enough man to admit that I crossed the line and I made a mistake. Now, I justified it by saying, hey, you can bash whatever you want, you can be negative about whatever you want, so I can do the same thing. Just because somebody else does something doesn't mean you doing it is right. Then we got into a disagreement over a comment that he made. I had it so convinced in my head that I had the right to dislike whatever I want. I should never give that comment a second chance. I'm going back and looking at it afterward and giving it a second chance. It really wasn't a big deal. It was something that was so small and became something that was so big. So me and Wrestling Jesus ended up going back 20+ video responses back and forth. Either I was insane or I had enough balls to do it. I honestly don't know which one it was, maybe a little mix of the two. And we went back and forth, and it got pretty heated, it got pretty personal, and it got pretty nasty. Quite frankly, nothing that I really ever wanted, but it turned into this situation. So then we decided, we talked, took down the videos, took the gloves off. We were even commenting on each other's videos. Everything looked cool. And then a week or two ago, he made a video, and there was a little rib at me contained within the video. He was mocking my entrance. He was mocking some of the news that I was reporting, and I took offense to it. I've been on defensive for the last 6 months due to all the situations here in the YWC, and you know what? I took offense to it, and I let myself, get all upset, and I, took it to heart, and I try to be a professional on this website. I try to come on here and provide you guys with the best of me and the best news that I could possibly provide you. I try to research all my sources. I try to research old wrestling. I try to read as many articles as I can, look into as many shoot interviews as I can, so I can understand the business, not just from a fan's perspective, but from a behind-the-scenes perspective as well. And you know what? The situation just got blown up again. It got blown out of proportion. I made a video saying, you know what? Screw you, man. I want no part of you. Fuck off, this, that, or the other. And it got pretty nasty. And it really didn't need to get that way. He was just making a little rib at me, as friends do. I'm sure you busted your friend's ass. I bust my friend's asses. And if I took that much offense to it, I should have sent him a message and we should have tried to hash it out, for more videos are shot and more situations happen. So for that, you know what? I don't always approve in everybody being so negative, but maybe it's not my right to always approve. I get to have my opinion. I can dislike things just like people can like and dislike things. And I think one of the things that's really, gotten misunderstood about me in this community is that I don't bash anything. I don't ever dislike anything. I'm some sort of apologist and some sort of PG defender. I grew up in the Attitude Era. I would like nothing more than days like that to happen once again. But in the current climate of 2012, not only America, but the whole world, could it happen again? With the current superstars, could it happen again? I mean, everybody pushes for this TV-14 rating, but if they can't write a good PG show, what makes you think they could write a good TV-14 show? Just some of the things that I bring up in my videos. For years, I've said I've wanted things to be different. I don't like every single thing that comes across the table, but I don't bash every single thing. And I think that's one of the things that have gotten blown so out of proportion in the videos that I cut about Wrestling Jesus and everybody else. I said we don't have to bash everything to get our points across. We don't have to swear every single word to get our point across. Now, I think a lot of people took that to the extreme, meaning that I never swear in my videos and I'm some sort of good Christian, I'm some sort of PG apologist and this, that, or the other. Now, I try to look for the positive, the good in the product, and sometimes there is a lot of good. Sometimes there's a lot of bad. I do voice my opinion, and I try to voice my opinion in a nice level-headed manner. Just because I don't go to the extreme as some other people doesn't mean that I'm not voicing my opinion and trying to let you guys, my fans and subscribers, know what I'm truly thinking. Now, sometimes, like I said, I would like things to be different. Sometimes I enjoy what's happening. But I honestly believe if we could band together and get along and have a common goal and work for a common good, we could get our point across. I think, 100 voices is definitely stronger than one. That is just my opinion, and that is an opinion that I'll probably always hold, an opinion that I truly believed in when I was cutting those videos. Now, when I said people don't have to swear every other word, I swear sometimes in my video. You get caught up in the heat of the moment, you're excited, you're upset, whatever it may be, it happens. I'm talking about the people that go, fuck this and shit that and damn this every 2 seconds. But yet again, if that is their chosen presentation style, if that is what they want to do, that is their choice. I will present things how I like to present them because that is my choice. If we have different opinions, so be it. It's the way of the world. I always say in my videos, I want to hear your thoughts. If you agree with me or you disagree with me. Not everybody's going to like what I have to say. Not everybody's going to agree with what I have to say. I'm not going to agree with everything everybody else has to say. Now, when it comes to Wrestling Jesus, I just saw that he produced a video. And it really hit home as a fellow human being. He produced some videos. He made, some poking fun over at the British Fist, which I actually enjoy. I think they have a good channel. And they're just getting disgruntled with the current product. That is their opinion. They're entitled to that opinion. If they don't like the show, they can change the channel. And that's obviously what they've decided to do. Now, everybody got really upset about this, just like I got upset when he poked fun at me. And now, standing back a couple weeks later, I got to realize, you know what? Wrestling Jesus is just poking fun at people. And at the end of the day, he really does care about this community. He cares about his fans and subscribers, and he is passionate about wrestling. But, like I said earlier on in the video, he looks for the negatives and does highlight the positives. I look for the positives and highlight the negatives. It's just a different shooting style. It's a different way of analyzing the product. It's a different way of looking at the product. He is nostalgic for yesteryear. I understand this is what wrestling is today, and I try to enjoy it for what it is. Now, don't get me wrong. I would love edgier TV, just like he would. And I think they can find a nice middle ground in 2012 America and the world and produce a little bit more compelling of a product, definitely. They have the talent. They just need to push the talent to that next level. So I see that people are leaving him all these comments. He should have cancer and he should die and this, that, and the other. Hey, we didn't see eye to eye. We had a lot of disagreements, but that shit is just totally disgusting. So I don't know how many other members of the YWC are going to do this. But like I said, I don't always see eye to eye with this guy. Our views on professional wrestling sometimes are so far apart they could go around the world and meet on the other side. But as a fellow human being, and as a human being that deserves the right to have his own opinion, just like I deserve the right to have my own opinion, it's absolutely disgusting people are writing him things such as this. So as a human being and as a fellow human being, Wrestling Jesus, I do support you. I support you providing your unique brand of wrestling entertainment. And keep doing what you do, because you know what? You fill a certain niche. People enjoy your product. And as long as there's a demand for your product, people are going to keep watching. I mean, as long as there's a demand, you're going to keep producing it. People are going to keep watching. So why not? If people enjoy what you have to say, like evidently I've enjoyed your videos. That's how I found out about you. You're funny. You take something and turn it into something funny. I mean, sometimes your 20-minute Raw reviews are better than the whole show. Now, in the sake of remaining a professional, not trying to burn a bridge, I take a nice level-headed approach. You take a different approach. It's just a different way of thinking. It's a different way of life. It's a different methodology. And these are just some of my thoughts. So, I hope everything's cool. I hope we can end all this YWC drama. And honestly, Wrestling Jesus, that's all I got to say, bro. Catch you later.